Welcome to Hanging with Hal, a show about people who are competitive with their barbecue skills. As a fellow competitor and owner of Charcoal and More, I interview my guests to get their best stories and favorite failings to learn what makes them great competitors and great people.
Some of it's the 15 and 20-year-old judges that they took it so long ago, and
and the different ways it's been taught.
Yeah, there's been so many different methods. And not only
who did your class? Do you remember who it was?
I was at that class. I can't remember who it was.
I can't either.
No.
Okay.
But that was those 20-year-old judges or 20-year judges are the ones that when burnt ends was a thing.
Yeah.
Nowadays, those burnt ends is not made out of Wagyu. You're not rendering them down, and we all know they're not going back to the.
But a burnt end out of a prime or a choice is a completely different thing out of a Wagyu.
Is easier to.
It's easier to cook, right? That's what they were comparing it to.
We're not getting rid of the fat in the Wagyu,
right? So I guess if you want to go by prime points and Wagyu flats,
you can do it.
Yeah.
A lot of teams do that.
Yeah, we've done it.
Really?
Yeah. But screw it.
It's too confusing for me.
It's easier just doing the flats and being done with it.
Yeah. Yep.
Points make really good burgers, don't they?
They really do.
We don't do burnt ends
salami
anymore.
No, salami makes good salami.
I can't think the last. I know the last time I turned them in.
Did you do it?
That was a Sam's Club. So.
We did summer sausage.
Well, we kind of know the last time we turned them in too. We had a little incident with it, and that's been
that may come
years
up later
ago.
on.
Yeah, that may come up later on.
All right, heard about that incident.
All right,
so Bowman, give us your story.
Yeah.
Well, my story is kind of like yours. I couldn't cook a rack of ribs on a grill for nothing, and I would tell the kids, "Hey, let's go home. I'm cooking ribs tonight," and they would ask, "Could they stay all night with friends?" So, and that's the truth. I started doing some testing for Bradley Smokers, a little electric smoker.
Is that the one with the pucks?
Yeah, with the pucks. They were out of Canada, but they actually had a distributor up out Illinois, and. So I had a buddy of mine. We were on a forum one night, and the guy had bought him a little backwoods party and went down to a comp down in Louisville and got first place in chicken, and that pissed me off. I'll be honest. I just wanted to beat him so bad. So I spent a whole year, actually met Charlie. I don't know. He doesn't really probably remember, but up in New Pal.
Yes, I did.
I went to Jasper. I went to like 6 or 7 comps. Just trying to see nothing but backwoods, really, was all I was trying to do.
That's what I was at that point.
Yeah.
That's where everybody
That's where it was at. And this was back about 10 or 11. And so anyway, I finally got a deal on the backwoods. First comp I cooked was Benton, Kentucky. I thought that was a pretty good little comp.
Is that when you dropped the pork?
No, that was the following year.
Okay.
That's probably going to come up later.
Yeah, that'll come up later.
But anyway, I finished mid-pack. And I left out there saying those damn judges didn't have a clue what they were doing. They had no clue. They didn't know how to judge barbecue. I was never going to do this again. 140-some comps later.
They still don't know what they're doing.
Still don't know what they're doing. But anyway.
They're consistent, right?
So then on the way home, I pulled over to a rest stop, and I was like, man, where is the next comp? And it happened to be Liberty. And I got a first-place chicken and a 6th-place pork, if I remember correctly. And I was walking out, and JT grabbed me walking out, and he said, hey, we got you hooked now. And he was right. Turned right around and brought my first trailer, started jerry-rigging that thing out.
Was that the black
that was
trailer?
The black trailer.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so anyway, so that's actually how I started. And it was all from just being on a forum one night, and somebody had got first place in chicken. And
how do you talk yourself into
it wasn't
being
myself.
the Bradley person to test the Bradley? I mean,
how did I get lucky to that? I'm
how
really
did
not
you get
sure.
lucky to that?
I really don't know.
Aren't they out of like South Dakota or someplace?
No, they're out of Canada.
Okay, so I mean, like, did you just pick up the phone and say, "Hey,
no,
come on
just
down"?
On the Bradley forum, just talking. There was 3 of us in the United States that did testing. There was a guy named Sonny Dykes, Chris Crowley, and myself, and we were doing testing for him. I mean, it wouldn't be something new. You'd come home, pull up in the driveway, and it'd be a brand new smoker sitting on your step, and so it was kind of neat. And I probably still have one in a box someplace in storage.
No, I don't have it.
No, and it's not at our house.
But anyway, so but that's how I started into barbecue, is just doing it that way. I played around for a long time, and finally I took a class, and I thought, well, I'm gonna finally get serious, and it happened to be Donnie Bray's class, and it was a good class. I just could never figure that roast out for nothing in the world that Charlie cooked forever. And so I mean, real and truly, that's how I started. And
cool.
I enjoyed, got great friends, have a great time. I tried to retire this year.
Not going to happen.
No.
And I got a phone call from somebody that said, "Hey, Mark, I need one more good year out of you." So I'm at it.
So
again.
you got the contract extension, is what you're telling us.
I got it.
Good for you. Good.
But I'm already now looking into next year.
Oh, I was going to say,
so it just happens. And this year has barely even started.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say,
most of it hits.
I'm going to do a quick plug here
yeah.
for the comps in Florida. They're really good comps, and we all should be cooking them.
Yeah.
Good people down there. They're loud,
Amazing
noisy.
people. They are so much fun. Though.
They're fun.
They are so
The
much
comps
fun.
are fun.
And the comps are good.
When
Yeah.
we retire, we'll be down there with you.
You don't have to retire.
No, you don't have to retire.
You were down there when we were down there.
You just need to extend your trip for another week, and you would
It's
have
a
been
long
fine.
ass drive, though.
Just drive it once and leave the trailer down there.
We got connections down there, so we could do it.
You
And then
guys
you
were
just
down
fly
there
back and
looking at
forth.
that.
We flew back and forth like $80 round trip, each one of us.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's dirt
Yeah.
cheap.
It's dirt
That's
cheap.
cheaper than buying fuel for the truck.
Well, that's true, but you two are husband and wife, so you're
Yeah.
together.
We're divorced. We're not married anymore.
His wife probably wouldn't care.
No, she
My
loves
wife would be on me like,
Yeah.
well, I'm
But
not
how-
even going to say it.
How early do you tell your wife you're getting ready to leave to go to a barbecue
Yeah,
contest?
If
Friday.
he's leaving tomorrow, it's today.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
I've never been much on communication, that's for sure.
Well, maybe you should change.
Well, you would think so after 63 years,
Yeah.
but
That's the
No,
That's
consistency
hard.
behind it.
Change is hard.
But honestly, those
What
Florida
if we gave
comps,
you a schedule?
they are fun comps.
well,
Good people,
you're like
really
my
and truly.
wife. Put it on the
Really
calendar
good
and I'll be
people.
fine. Well,
And you
if I
guys
put
would
it
do
on the
well down
calendar,
there.
you're going where?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, but she's
Ain't nothing wrong
got
with
3 or 4
Florida.
months to get used to it.
I'm gonna say
Well,
put
you
this
would
little
think.
plug out there. Kent and I got top 5 in 2 comps. So
yeah, but we can't.
no, I'm just saying
We
that's
can't
how
beat
good.
you
That's
out.
how easy it is to win down there. I'm pulling the rug out from Kent and I on this one. If you really want to know the truth.
There you go. All right. Well,
shit.
great. Thanks, you, Mark. Let's
Well,
go with the.
we got started. I cooked a
Blue
lot.
chip.
As you can tell, I eat a lot. I cook a lot. But I cooked barbecue on a Weber for several years, just, at home. Somehow we found out about Franklin. I'm not sure how.
Yeah,
Franklin
he
on
calls
forum
me
or
up.
something.
Indiana, Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Franklin,
Kentucky was our first
The one in-
contest.
Okay,
The
the one
first
in-
year,
Yeah.
He's always been a big cook.
Yeah.
Me, not so much. And
Yeah.
he calls and says, we're going to go down to this barbecue contest down in Franklin, Kentucky, which is on the Kentucky-Tennessee border. And I'm like, well, what the hell are we going down there for? I want to just see what it's all about. So we go down there and we watch it. We just kind of figure out what's going on this. Next thing you know, we're plumbers by trade. So we're in our shop where we worked, and we're building a damn smoker.
Remember that smoker?
Yeah.
We built 2 of them.
I know you did.
One of them.
One sucked.
One of them made us a lot of money. but yeah, when we went down there, and I'll be honest, we got 2 calls, finished, I don't know, there was only like 30, 35 teams. We finished 15th, maybe 10th or 11th. I don't remember what it was. It was good enough that we were hooked.
Yeah.
So, he started building another smoker for us, which was, a little bit easier for us to move around.
We could have bought a damn smoker cheaper than what we built it for. Hell,
Always.
I'd weld a rod on, grind 3 off.
That's right.
Weld a rod on, grind 3 off.
But that's how we got started, and we did 3 contests that year. Did okay. The following year, I think the following year may have been when we won Carrollton late in the year, and that was our first win. And after that,
After that, it's been the Blue Chip Invitational.
the hook
Yeah.
was deep, and we were hooked, and we got lucky. made it to the Jack.
You made it to the Jack what? 7 times in a row?
6 times.
7 times. We've been
7 times.
Yeah, 7 times.
Lucky. But after that first one, that's all we were shooting for. We trying to get wins. Met a lot of great people. Everybody at this table were what we consider our best friends.
Yeah.
So,
amen.
And we love it. Maybe not love it enough to go to Florida, but we
we'll twist your arms a little bit more. We'll work
like
on
Florida.
you.
We like Florida.
Well, we have another year left in between to get there.
And with Hal doing what he does for us,
yes.
I
agree.
I know we all appreciate that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's been a long road. I guess it was 2010 or 11. I'm not real sure.
I was thinking that was 10.
Yeah.
It was roughly. I know my dad judged it. We were on vacation, so we weren't there, but I remember he judged that, and I think that was 10.
Yeah. So, but it's we've seen a lot. It's just all of us. I mean, this guy, we used to cook next to him almost every contest. He was in a little trailer.
Little white trailer
with a tin on top.
That's true.
Now he's in a monster RV and cooking on Jambo.
Yeah.
Well, don't misconstrue that. He didn't get that RV by cooking barbecue.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
None of us did
There's
that.
money in it,
Ken
but
and I
not
were
that
talking
kind of
the other
money.
day, and I was like, I just wonder how much money I've really spent. I'm thinking 150,000. Kid says probably more like 500,000. I said, Kathy wants to hear 150,000.
We don't have an RV, and we could have a hell of a lake house.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Yep.
But we wouldn't have any of you guys.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that means a lot to us.
Yeah.
But just think, when you get your lake house, you'll have lots of friends to come visit you. Okay.
And to me, that's the most important thing.
Maybe we'll stay and barbecue.
I think
What
we
do you
have
say? You
friends
don't
for
want us to
life.
visit
here.
you?
Oh, yeah, we
Really
do.
and truly.
We
Yeah.
do. We do.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I agree.
Yeah, I think that we'll all kind of retire somewhat within reach of each other.
Sure.
I had a friend of mine that decided to build a house in Mexico with the anticipation of having everybody coming down to Mexico, and that was in 2019, the year before COVID.
Oh.
By the way, it's for sale. he never got back. It never was going to. It was not going to happen. And he said, I had all these good aspirations, but I think it was a bit too far.
Yeah.
I think we can do a little better than that. So anyway, I'd like to know everybody. We all cook meat, and we all sometimes do dessert, and we all do auxiliaries and things like that. What are when you go to a competition other than winning first place? What's your favorite parts about going to competitions? I'll start. I have no problem with that. I really enjoy our Thursday night gatherings.
Yep.
I mean, it's something that we all are friends, and we all get to sit down and have a meal together and enjoy each other's company. And it's kind of like NASCAR. We see the same core people every time, and we're all friends. And then we go race, or we all go cook, and then we all come back and we're friends again. But it gives us a little bit of a breather. I know some people do come up Friday, and that makes it a little bit more difficult timing wise. But if you can get there on a Thursday, it really does. It just takes it down a notch for me personally, and I enjoy that part of it. So anybody else?
Well, I can speak for the Jim Beam Thursday night party.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the Thursday night party. Maybe
I
that's
don't either, but I was at a lot of them.
Couple wheelbarrows.
Yeah, I mean, he threw me in the back of a golf cart. I still got a big scar on this morning. Got a hole in my kidney.
Was that Fire in the Mountain?
No, that was
Jim Beam, Springfield.
Jim Beam.
Springfield.
Oh, Springfield. Okay.
Ralph Blanford.
I showed up the next morning, and everybody's telling me about Charlie, and he drove home.
I went home and hit the couch. But that's what it is about barbecue. It's just like what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Friends. I mean, there's really no bad, you don't run across too many bad people in barbecue.
No, that's for sure.
You really don't.
No. And if you do, you can kind of get that.
That's right.
You just stay away from them.
Sure, all of us can go to anybody and ask for something, but it's like that throughout.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's what I was going to say.
know.
Right.
We're pretty tight around here, but honestly, we can go anywhere and cook.
That's right.
I mean,
and
Florida's a good example.
Yeah,
we make good friends down there.
Barbecue is just a great.
Yeah.
You know, it was, Saturday morning, we're sitting there because, again, we didn't have a whole lot packed in the camper because we knew we were not going to be, didn't have anywhere to store anything.
Right.
Here comes a team we'd never met before from down in Florida. Hey, you guys want breakfast? Because they didn't have breakfast there. And we're like, yeah, sure. We don't have anything.
We always have breakfast.
Yeah. But the thing is, here they come bringing us breakfast. We didn't have anything.
I didn't make breakfast.
But, it was just, it's things like that.
It's all over.
Yeah.
All over.
And that friendship turned into, every Florida contest we had breakfast.
Yep.
That was good.
Yep.
But
delivered to us.
And they delivered to us. But we, they got summer sausage, or we gave them summer sausage that we'd made, and they were really appreciative, and just the friendship. I mean, there are so many more people that we're now connected to on Facebook because of the friends that we made in Florida.
Sure.
And we'd never heard of some of these teams because they don't really cook outside of Florida, because while they do cook KCBS, there is only a handful of KCBS contests in the state of Florida.
Yeah, 3.
All the rest of them, I think there's one more later in the year. I think there's 4.
Could be.
But all the rest of them are FBA. So all these teams, they have so many FBA contests, they never have to leave the state of Florida to compete.
Yeah, they pretty much have one each week.
Isn't Georgia the same way? I mean,
I think it's a lot in Georgia.
Yeah, a lot, but I don't think as many as Florida. I really think that Florida's quite a few.
And they don't really even have to travel far. We was talking the other day, we was down there, and all these comps are like within 30 miles of each other.
Well,
I mean, it's different.
Until you get...
Well, y'all talking me into it. I'm going to move.
What's the name up there?
Apalachicola.
Yeah, the one I can't pronounce.
Yeah, Apalachicola.
There you go.
That's way up there.
That is in the Panhandle.
That's a drive from anywhere.
Yeah.
But if you go, and if you like oysters, because it's a big oyster festival, on Thursday night, they do oysters on the half shell for all the teams.
Wow, that's great.
That's pretty nice.
That's the other thing about the contest is, breakfast.
Where we're going to get fed good.
But sad about it is we just lost 2 contests. With one of them was for sure at Owensboro was the best potluck that you could ever get.
Yeah.
And the other one in Mumfordville
is the best breakfast
by far.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always stop and got donuts.
The donuts is
I'm not sure how I'm going to survive without cheesy grits.
Yeah.
You might have to see if you can get a sponsorship. She might sponsor you.
Bring some cheesy grits to a comp.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll do it.
That's definitely going to be missed. Those 2 contests were great contests.
Those are.
Both
Absolutely.
Kentucky comps, too.
They were great contests.
And we lost the one in Hillsboro, Ohio. Is that correct?
Hillsboro,
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
I know we really tried hard to keep that.
Yes, we did.
Keep it going as last year.
We really tried hard.
Yeah, y'all a little too hard. I've seen all that.
Yeah. That was a fun comp, though. It really was. Hal came up and cooked in that one. Cooked everything on a little
Mountain Grill.
Green Mountain Grill.
Yeah.
There you go. I just took everybody's.
That's still on my RV, let you know that. So I just keep that for you.
Well, thank you. It was glad to help out. It's important, and it's too bad it isn't there. But I think as competitors, we can do. We tried to help that comp out to keep it going. And Owensboro is, as far as facility wise, is as good as it can get.
Yep.
And Munfordville's got its own charm about it.
Yeah,
I always did.
The jack hurt. I guess moving the jack hurt. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Even though I think we could have kept it going, but
Well, I love that comp. Still probably one of my favorite comps, and I didn't do it as long as you guys did. But I will tell you, all honestly, Kent and I worked hard the last couple of years to fill
Twist
that
a bunch.
Sure.
We have really, but we've done it to a lot of comps lately.
Yeah.
And we picked up. Now that we picked up, it looks like Bardstown's picking up one.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll stay.
Yeah.
Bardstown's
The Charlie Jackey Invitational.
That is the true. Wait a minute, Kettering. No, wait a minute.
No.
And we lost Kettering. Kettering and Bardstown was good to us.
Yeah. How many times you in Bardstown?
3 times.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. Charlie, you win it every time.
Every time.
That's right.
That was the other blue chip invitational that ended.
Charlie had a few of them.
Yeah, we did. We had a few, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get to the Jack
Lucky.
7 times.
We've been lucky.
That's really luck.
Yeah.
Ain't done with the shit there, but we've been there. Well, we did okay in Ridge one day. But
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
What was that night?
Wish we'd have sliced that last slab of ribs.
Yeah.
Never know what would have happened. Might have come with Darren Worth on that one.
You might have put the wrong ones in the box.
The ones we put in were good. I was in awe. I think
Hal was too. Hal was down there. With us.
That's the money. That was.
It's funny how that works.
It is. So,
Well, I tell you, the gumbo was the best. So
Yeah.
just so you know.
It was.
It was good.
They made good gumbo. Him and his son Jeremy.
Yep.
Jeremy's gumbo.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's his signature dish down there, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
We'll put that on our food truck.
So we know that Carrollton and
Carrollton's another great one.
Carrollton and I would say Bardstown are your favorite comps. Mark, what would you say are your favorite?
Carrollton's one of my favorite comps.
Is it?
Yeah, I think they do a tremendous job down on the river. That's
Except that time that he got the knock on his door.
You knock there?
So I did get a knock on my door. I think it was my second year cooking.
Yeah.
And my daughter did dessert
Pumpkin
entry.
cheesecake dessert.
Yeah. And right after the comp, I just wasn't thinking. Somebody knocked on my door, and it was Kent. And I went,
And we were
son
the
of
reps.
a
you're the rep.
gun.
That's never it.
What did I not get done?